Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is One Pot Chicken Dinner. Well, today we're whipping up an easy chicken dinner on the grill, all contained in one pot. We're gonna start with a whole chicken, break it down into pieces, and we're gonna take those pieces and sear them inside our Dutch oven on the grill. After that, the chicken's gonna be braised in some chicken stock, white wine, a little cream, along with some mushrooms, some spinach, some shallots. It all works together, all breaks down at the same rate. What you end up with is this dish very similar to the Italian dish chicken Florentine. So it's got that whole Italian vibe going on, great on top of just some crusty bread or alongside some pasta. And it's really pretty easy to pull off in a relatively quick amount of time. Now before I dirty up my cutting board with the raw chicken, we're gonna break down our aromatics here. Just need a cup of sliced shallots and about a tablespoon of garlic. You can slice these any which way is most comfortable for you. I'm gonna start by taking the skins off. And then we're just gonna go lengthwise here. Just taking fairly small slices out of those shallots. And for the garlic, we'll just go ahead and mince these up. Get them peeled and break them down a little bit. Again, we're looking for about 1 tablespoon of that minced garlic. A little bit of salt on there to help break that down. All right, that looks like a little more generous tablespoon, but I'm okay with that. So now we're ready to break down our whole chicken. We're gonna break this down into 8 pieces. I'm gonna start by taking out the backbone, or spatchcocking the bird. Just makes it a little bit easier. Try and cut around that oyster meat on the back because there's some good meat right there. That's that little bump you see right there. Then we'll go ahead and discard anything left behind that we don't want to eat. And we'll start by taking off the leg quarters. We're just gonna work all the way back around. Separates really easy right there. That skin in between the breast, the leg, the thigh, and then we can come in between the leg and the thigh. You'll find that joint right in the middle. You can kind of pop it and see where it is. There you go. And now you've got your leg separated from your thigh. So again, just gonna work kind of alongside the breast here. Follow right in between where those meet. You've got your leg and your thigh. Come right down in the crease in between those two, and then just cut right in between that joint. Leg, thigh. Now if you want to, we're gonna keep the bone in on all of this stuff today, just because it cooks so much juicier that way. But if you want to, you can go ahead and take out part of this backbone that's been left behind. You don't have to. You can totally pick around this. If you're trying to do this quick and easy, you'll probably want to avoid this step, because it does come out quicker, I would say, after it's been cooked. But if you just want to get it out of the way, you're just going to peel it right off from the edge. I mean, there's really no meat left behind with that, and now you freed up, so you only have that 1 bone in there. Go ahead and just take out this little bone that's kind of connected to the backbone. You're gonna slide your knife in between the joints, take off just as little meat as possible. That's mostly just bone. And you can skip that step, like I said, if you want to. You don't have to do that, but now you've just got this 1 bone inside the thigh. Now you've got your breasts and your wings here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna separate these, again, leaving the bone in. I'm just gonna cut right through that breastbone. A little pressure with a nice sharp chef's knife is all it takes to get through it. And then I'm gonna cut out some of these ribs here because I don't want those. trying to not take any meat with me. And then we're gonna go ahead and separate the breast into 2 pieces. So you've got 2 servings here. And we'll go straight down. So now you've got that bottom half of your breast and the top half that has the wing attached, and we're just gonna leave that wing attached. I'll simply take off the wing tip. So there you go, 2 servings out of a breast and a wing. This breast, just gonna cut away some of those ribs. We're gonna separate into 2 servings here, so about 2/3 of the way up the breast. We'll cut straight down, a little pressure. And now you've got bottom half of the breast and the top with the wing attached. Again, we can take that wing tip off of there. There's your 2 servings out of the 1 breast. Now with the knife work out of the way, we're ready to go ahead and season up this chicken and do a quick dredge and some flour. Now for the seasoning today, we're gonna be using the Cattleman's Grill Italiano, the great Italian herbs and spices broken down in here. I'm gonna get our chicken seasoned on all surfaces with our rub first. And this is just a light little dredging in the flour. It's not like fully breaded or anything. We just want that little bit of flour on there so that when we sear this, that flour can kind of stick in the skillet and help to start to form a sauce along with the fat and the liquid that we're gonna add. All right, so those can sit up for just a minute. Meanwhile, let's go check out the grill. But today we're cooking on the Yoder Smoker's YS640S pellet grill. We're running it at 450 degrees, direct heat right above the flame. So we've had our nice big enameled lodge Dutch oven preheating in here for the last 5 minutes or so. Gonna go ahead and melt a tablespoon of butter along with about a tablespoon of olive oil. Wait until that kind of foams up for us. All right, so we're gonna work in batches here. We do a half a chicken at a time. Start skin side down. I'm just looking to get a little bit of browning on the surface of the chicken. We're not trying to cook it through at this point. We're gonna create a little bit of fond, get a little bit of browning, some of that Maillard, all the things that create good flavor. So it's been just about 3 to 5 minutes here. This is what we're looking for. That nice golden brown sear, got some crust to it now. Again, we're not trying to cook these through right now, we're just trying to get some color on them. Get a little bit of fond going in the bottom of the pan. We'll give them a couple minutes on the opposite side, and then we'll switch out for the next batch. All right, we're gonna go ahead and swap these out now. So these aren't fully cooked. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I don't want you to be afraid to put this back on the pan that you just took it off of. Because once this goes back into the Dutch oven for good, that's when it's really gonna get all that cooking done. For now, we'll just let them rest there on that pan while we get a little sear on the next round. All right, round 2 coming out now. Stuff is looking really good. Get that skin rendered out so it's nice and bite through tender even after the braise. And you see we've got some good stuff left behind here, all kinds of flavor down here in this fat. We're gonna hit this with just a little bit more olive oil. And we're gonna come in with our shallots. And we've got 4 cups of sliced mushrooms, baby bellas. Kind of get those coated in that fat. Yeah, it's soaking that fat right up. We want to let these cook down just until they start to soften, about 3 to 5 minutes. It does not take long. These are already starting to soften up. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add our white wine. We got 1 cup of Sauv Blanc here. We want to let that reduce down until it's almost gone. Going to concentrate that wine flavor here at the beginning of this saucing stage. So that wine is drastically reduced down now. You can see our shallots and mushrooms to continue to cook down. Now we're gonna add about a cup of cherry tomatoes, just halved, and then our garlic that we minced up earlier. Just give these about 30 seconds to cook. And then we can go ahead and get our chicken back in here, add our braising liquid. It's gonna be a little bit crowded in this pool, so everybody's gonna have to get nice and comfy once. Right up against one another. And then we'll come in, we gotta save that juice from the pan. We've got a cup now of heavy cream and a cup and a half chicken stock. So now we're in a position where most of that meat is gonna be submerged. That's what we want. We're gonna close up the lid on the grill to kind of trap some of this heat in here and just let this braise until that chicken reaches 165 on the internal. So in about 10 to 15 minutes time, you end up here with your chicken all temping over 165 internal. Especially you want those legs to be over 165, 175, 80s, even great for those. That dark meat loves to just shred apart at those higher temperatures. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking all of this chicken out of here just for the opportunity to cook down some spinach with a little bit less mess. This chicken's got plenty of heat to keep it warm for the couple of minutes it takes to cook down our spinach. So now you can see this really creamy sauce that's starting to thicken up. Some of that's from that flour we left behind, the flour butter liquid, kind of creating that roux into this sauce. We're gonna add in 4 cups of baby spinach, really packed it in there. And this stuff will cook down to nothing here in the next couple minutes. So that's less than 2 minutes. That baby spinach fully cooked down. Chicken can go right back in to stay warm. We're ready to take the pot off the grill. So at this point, you're ready to serve. However you want to serve this. I think it's great in bowls. Get a nice big piece of crusty bread, a baguette or Italian or French loaf, and just sop up all of those juices. Alternatively, you can do a little bit of pasta underneath. This sauce makes for a great pasta sauce. Before we even plate this up, I'm just too eager to get a taste. My goodness. The chicken is just falling apart at this point. There's so much creamy goodness, so much flavor in that base. I mean, you've got the chicken base, you've got all of those veggies working together, creamy mushroom. Let's go ahead and plate it up. I'm gonna stop picking at it. So we're gonna go ahead and do some pasta today, a little spaghetti. I'm gonna come in here to the Dutch oven and grab some of this saucy goodness. Oh yeah. You're gonna find your favorite piece of chicken. Mine happens to be that thigh. I'll just finish it off with a little bit of parsley on top. And a little bit Parmesan cheese. Beautiful. All right, let's dig into this thing. Fully expect this thigh meat to just pull apart. This is kind of a 2-utensil kind of dish. A little bit messy, a little bit home style. Get some of this sauce, pasta, mushrooms, chicken, all the goodness. That is pure comfort food right there. And it all comes together, honestly, in less than like 45 minutes time. Maybe just a touch of salt and pepper on top of that is just about all it needs. But again, that mushroom base, there's so much flavor going on in there. That chicken's just like velvet. I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.